Mama Kwabam from Lucky Black Media. I was young. MPP for a who do a press conference at the TIA a year. Sammy Gyamfi and Afenso so a year Attorney General. I was Sensibia air coso a my ganimo. I was young. Sammy Gyamfi a year weekends ya last weekends ya near Tess Sammy Gyamfi. Akwa yisika ede ama eye agrada na no ena nsensem bebre aba ewo ho a enam so ama eye MPP a omo oman Ghana mu omoko opposition abusia ene awiei omahodu eye big press conference ede atia sa niam na ekoso no na nipa wodi press conference ye enim eye national organizer edma MPP Henry Nana Boache friends na bi ono na edi aye press conference ye nim na abusia nsama wodi tu dwane bi ene say emra na MPP wa ban mu no aye sisiri adapa nsensem bi eba ye momokoko hu sika bi kurampo aye dollar guni fi na nsensem bebre ama Sammy Gyamfi kuro ya wo ba monten ba be ka sa de na akoso ne tie o man Ghana mra no enti ebe ya na ado dan kwa akufo ado empamo aye sisiri adapa emfiri aye ne office enam so ama nana ado opo man ne ye enti no osie yoyo ma ne pamo sisiri adapa enti wo mo sre president John Dramani Mahama sa de na ekoso no moto omemu kase mo hwese cedi no betimi akosoro ene dollar na beyepe enso won value cedi ena wo koche sika dollar kora no akwa akoche no hwese ne na Sammy Gyamfi kan sika na hwese dollars ne bebre ewo honom ene ka akora mpa Sammy Gyamfi ede call ayi no enina waka ho nsem ewo honom se omo ba ban mu nche enso asesika no ma hyase omu wi adi ne kase nti no eya president John Dramani Mahama momodi anse obepamo Sammy Gyamfi afini dible ene ebusia okaya de babesi Attorney General ni A+ sensama A+ ba bonten na santembe ka se o evidence che Attorney General akwaji adamudie yetete sika no 5 billion old currency what they ba be ye bibi ewo memu ma ho sensam no eba ya ye A+ abepa chew ewo ho a eno nso no press conference eno nso mo kan ho asem say President John Dramani Mahama hwese ode ne na abesi fom ene abusia wo hwe ja ene anibra eba na nsem wo mo keka abusia na edos na mpese o ka me ho kwaje nchiremu no free press conference no anana boachi die animu no emlesisiye abuja baby a wo hwe me bia wo haw ne amane kodan na bia da eda wo so bia no bomode se onimi bedi nkomo ye de samna nwanwaso bi aba e frene se eyesika kokko na gold samna wo haw bia da eda wo so bia wo hia sa samna we se bi afi wo ye bema wo hwe me wo bema sam wo fom bema ye ketwa rabaji bula matali eduro bi na wo bema enye kese watimi abo adwuma nso ache ewo empem ye de akwankyere bi aba abuja no ye hwehwe wo hyebrem a ye frene se mpelifo akwankyere ana se wo betima frene back to sender onipa bi ha onipa bi tata wato bet ewo ho se wo se ne tibi obeku bomode so be fa numbers ne gu screen ase na woni mi akasa me hwehwe wo hyebrem wi a na bomode se me kire wo ne wo beye
again when the attorney general attempted to respond, he says that A+ should not go there, and if A+ wants us to play in the mud, in the dirt, he is prepared. He can dirty himself. He can play in the mud, because where he comes from, they have been playing in the mud. So as for mud, he's not afraid of mud. Who says we want our Attorney General to be playing in the mud? Who? Who said? And you see, that is why I brought this constitution. In fact, the only minister with an elaborate mandate captured in the constitution is the Attorney General. Article 88 is clear. And indulge me. There shall be an Attorney General of Ghana who shall be the Minister of State and the principal legal advisor to the government. The Attorney General of legal nature as may be referred to or assigned to him by the president or imposed on him by this constitution or any other law. 3. The Attorney General shall be responsible for all the initiation and conduct, of all prosecutions of criminal offenses. All offenses prosecuted in the name of the Republic of Ghana shall be at the suit of the Attorney General or any other person authorized by him in accordance with any law. 5. The Attorney General shall be responsible for institution and conduct of all civil cases on behalf of the state, and all civil proceedings against the state shall be instituted against the Attorney General as a defendant. 6 and final. The Attorney General shall have audience in all courts in Ghana. So if you have your Attorney General who is unable to respond to such serious allegations, he is unable to respond to these allegations well, but then he says that, first of all, he's been advised to proceed to court, but then he will not do so because he's been given a mandate by the president. He wants to concentrate. I found that weird. Look, in your daily practice, you always go to court. If somebody says you are a thief, you are corrupt, you have gone for 500,000 Ghana cedis to bribe appointment committee so that you can sail through vetting, and the person says that you are a stupid fool and is going to reset your mind, and you are telling Ghanaians that you are not going to go to court, you will not proceed to court. Why? Because you are focusing on your work. Meanwhile, court is where you live, is where you sleep, is your home. So, is it not scary? Is it not scandalous that Attorney General says that a member of his own majority caucus, an MP, not just anybody like me and you, MP says that you are a thief, you are corrupt, you have gone for 500,000 Ghana cedis, and all you can say is that you can play in the mud. As for you, you can swim in the mud. So A+ should bring it on. And then you are rather inviting us to ask A+ what he knows about the NSS scandal. What is our business? Is that supposed to be our business? You have the prosecutorial powers. You are the man in charge. And you are telling us to go and ask A+ what he knows about the NSS scandal. Look, this is below the belt. And as I've just read to you, for an Attorney General to be saying that I can play in the mat, and we are being told that A+ just apologized. So what now? It is going to be an apology spree. People commit offense and they are told to apologize, and that be it. So now we are going to live in a nation of apology. Everything is apology. So A+ apologizes, and then Sammy also apologizes, and then we leave it there. No. It's important for us to hold these are appointees to account for their actions. Attorney General, you cannot say that you want to play in the mud. We do not want an Attorney General to dirty himself. No, that is not what we want. And again, we expect His Excellency the President not to sweep this under the carpet. These are serious allegations. And all we see is that A+ goes back to pull down the post and is made to apologize, and that is it. Mr. President is being put to the test on his commitment to the very values he sought to espouse exactly a week ago when he outdoored the code of conduct. The entire world is waiting with bated breath on further actions by President Mahama, considering the actions of Mr. Sammy Gyamfi and the Attorney General, who says that I want to play in the mud, I want to dirty myself. We want to see some action from President Mahama. We call on the President to show leadership, to act swiftly, decisively, and not to give Mr. Gyamfi and the Attorney General a pat on their backs for this reckless conduct. It is crucial to underscore the necessity of adherence to governance practice in line with constitutional and legal provisions. And this is an issue I really want to raise with you, and follow me on this. That guide the conduct of public officers in Ghana. You recall that in 2017, former President Akufo-Addo, through the National Executive Committee of the New Patriotic Party, issued a directive mandating that all party officials who had been appointed to governmental positions by President Akufo-Addo must resign from their political party roles in adherence to best practices in governance and accountability. So if you recall, even our current General Secretary, he was the then Ashanti Regional Youth Organizer. When he was appointed CEO, he resigned. A whole lot of ministers who took office. Ajaba was a National Women Organizer. She also resigned. Mr. Mewu from Volta Region resigned. Of blessed memory, Honorable Ashiti, Greater Grand Minister, also resigned. Honorable Ajay as Mayor also resigned. The names, a lot, they resigned. Today, what do we see? It is important to note that a similar practice does not appear to have followed under the current National Democratic Congress. Several individuals, while holding influential governmental positions, continue to hold dual roles that may pose concern in terms of governance practice, legal stipulations, and ethical standards. Specifically, the following individuals remain in both political and public office, raising critical issues about potential conflict of interest and the need for compliance with relevant legal norms. The National Youth Organizer of the NDC, George Opare Addo, is a minister now. He's still the National Youth Organizer. Mr. Sammy Gyamfi is the National Communications Officer. He has not resigned. And he's still their communications officer. Basintali is still deputy communications, and Abisu, who is with the Minerals Investment Fund, is also still there. Osman Ayarega is also at post. Meanwhile, he's an NCA. Ruth Sedo is with the NSS. He's still holding on to his post. Mustafa Gbande is at the office of the presidency. He's still holding on to his post. Elikem Kotoko is now the deputy CEO for Forestry Commission. Dr. Omane Boama, he's the defense minister. He was in charge of the elections. He's not resigned. I recall that even when I was elected as a National Youth Organizer, I resigned from Deputy Executive Director of NSS. Also, all regional and constituency executives who have been appointed into key government positions are still at post. You go to Ashanti region, their regional secretary is the regional minister, he's still at post. You go to Eastern region, I think the women organizer also was their women organizer, and today he's still at post. The retention of these dual roles by political appointees under the NDC administration raises significant legal concerns regarding the Constitution of Ghana, particularly Article 94, which disqualifies a person from being appointed a member of parliament or a public officer if they hold dual offices that are inconsistent with the principles of public service. Furthermore, Section 2, this is more important, Section 2 of the Public Services Act prohibits public officers from engaging in business or holding any other positions that might undermine their impartiality and efficiency in their official capacities. The continued holding of political appointments alongside public office positions undermines the principle of neutrality in public service, and these individuals remain bound by their party loyalties, which could affect their objectivity and ability to serve the state effectively. In the light of all these considerations, it is imperative for the government to reassess the position of individuals holding dual appointment and ensure that the requisite legal framework are strictly adhered to. The principle of separation of powers between political and public roles is not just a matter of legal compliance, but is central to maintaining public trust, ensuring the integrity of state institutions, and upholding the principles of good governance. We urge His Excellency the President to take immediate steps to rectify the situation by ensuring that all political party holders who have been appointed to public office, especially those holding political positions, comply with the relevant provisions, and also, as we said, because of good governance principles, they must resign. The clear delineation of political roles and governmental functions will reinforce the credibility of the administration and strengthen public confidence in the democratic process. We thank you very much for coming, and we hope that we'll be engaging you we are waiting for the outcome of His Excellency the President. Now, Mame Mmone Tofa Ewo Twi. Abusuafo beda mo ase. Ene se ye frɛ mo baya, edi kan ye beda mo nyama se na no demonstration a mo nyina mo gina mu ma ye ma no ye kama no. Ekoye ye beda mo ase. Enche bia no ye bekoso abodahuro afa enema bi ni anamontu a ye ba betu ho. Na ene adetitru nti a ye hia wo ha efa amamuo ho. Encha na yewura Mahama ede krata ba ya watudin eye code of conduct. Code of conduct na siche nyane se eye krata wakuchiri. Se ne be ya eye omo a wapa omo so mbe ye adwuma o na aban mu no. Omo de ebe ye adwuma na ama amamuo no ayefe. Eni na wotwe kra. Ena yehu se the National Communications Officer of the NDC, NIBM, acting CEO, Gold Board. Wako a year se no. Weyi a year Bronisika dollars ibi. Odiama Mame Agrada. Na o hwesi no se ne osi kan ni bebrebe na Agrada esa hwim ni aka nyina asa kan ho. Na ne ehu ne enwanwan se a National Communications Officer of the party of Saya acting Gold Board CEO. Yera Mahama. And somewhere down Kofano mo Kenya and say, Enya dia wonsa ubetime dia kan eya branche san say oyo golden boy. Untimi nya ho hwe. Untimi nya bibia na kasa kwa. If all social media so asema mo kan no. Nanso no ade a waye no ya ade a ekire eye ahokyira Ghana for fam ene enema bo akosoro na wo hwe obi ono no hwe gold board so na wayi sika dosopuo dollars na odi ache ano hye etietia Ghana mra o code of conduct na ankasa o de baahe no ebu nanimtia se opani Mahama anya hu bibia ye kira ni se eye code of conduct na de ba ni se be e kra ta keke munyedu ebe ye mframa o kasa keke na menyin ni se sa na apese wo mamu no esiko no na ebi asipen eye abrante Sammy Gyamfi kuro ye ebra ma Mrs Ladapa asemba ya yesi akwako hu sika bi woni fie abrante ya na kan se ma me yenyini firi ho Yewura Ekufuado out of good governance amamuo a opese mu dan fine ti no oma oba pani ogina djuma firi ni nsema na so ma na resign ye ne ye kan se na no bi se ye de sa aba no bo tachi a ye se ye nei yemfanya dai yemfa boba wei eye ni tie se esi dan na obi a yenya ntua ne ka o na enei ono watimi enya dollars dosopuo so wo hwe kwan so ofa so yi dollar na wotimu se bebregu ho pa na usa hwe ebiem ka na otimu a ode koye Now no one na yero Mahama kasa or can be say. Now point is no they should eschew opulence and ostentation. Ye chenyane say akesesem say ye disika chire on person appointees ni be sa. And nay is a wohwe car na yewura Sammy Gyamfi kura dem 2025 Range Rover autobiography fully spec $350,000 and a team no de ko ye keke. Wohwe ye Ghana ye mramu wohwe the Foreign Exchange Act, wohwe the Anti-Money Laundering Act. Ne ye kan se akutia. Ebiem sa wohwe enyema kese a akatua kra ye de ma ne ya ne se eye gold ya ye ka ho asem nyina ne de gold board abai. Ni dwumadi kese ba akopa aban me ate ase ne se e baba be so ye sidinim ebema ye sidi na ye de agina opani a ono no wo gold board na o hwe se ye sidi ni begina no onje ye sidi ni ndi $80 na o ye dey o che. And this is serious lack of confidence in our city. Say wama yen ye sika na ye die no emu gidie die wato no asawram abuna nimtia onfa nya hwe yen ye sika ye die a eno ne ye se bra bebo ho ban na nke nei entimi nyina no wo ba wo de sid nani mo nyam atwitwi fom no ni ade ana wonso nyese sabe wo ye obi akeke o sabe nko obi akeka enuafo nka ye mfre nsenchofo dwumadie eye Ghana ban sa wo hwe eye aketua kra na mo se ye metua ne kana ano ohye eye afimu bia no obeje 1.5 million Ghana cedis titi sika no 15 billion ena obeje uye no free ma na no so kwa no ye sa timitum ohamu nchichemu edunum utimitum after every 2 years bia no utimi esa kire mu entade obehye menu mienu dia ye hye kama entade obehye no ono no de no aban ye fo ho ka 15% of the annual salary into your calculation now 150,000 Ghana cedis de ban say on fanton tade sabi watade show wo kwa to ne say atade show uto ne say ana yetwa 150,000 and for more kwabrane say on fanton tade nche any shoes enche the security for yetuaka yobedodo ne garden mu yetuaka sikasema ye kan nyina ne na ketua ya kan nyina no eno nka sika ode ko hospital ho ni sika ni hospital ni bibia ne manum ne anya ne yire mu nyina no aban asai afa ho ka petrol 1,005 liters ya fa ho ka omo anko mu nim konta no komma me how many gallons 1,005 liters no ha me no nko ano ye se tua ka ansana ya sama no car mienu a wontwie ansana eye okwa ahomegie mu se opeso okoba bi kogigi nani kakra wa bre wa ya adwuma bre no okwa eno so ban fa ho nya ka yetwa business class ma no ni hotel ka ya fa ho ka ni bibia ya sama no 2,000 a day per diem dollars o asade aka ho asade ma no ene $2,000 to 24,000 Ghana cedis. And no gina day. No gina day. Eti nya kan say aban ya hwe wo say. Na wo say buye ye sidi nani mutiade a. Ne ye sre omampani ni say na daroma. Sabe. Sane na no esi ya eye ye maame sisiga da pa eno kwa no. OSP ye hwehwemu dia basa maame no kwa no ne ho dai ne ho so asisika no ono ane dia ono oyobi a waye adwuma amfie duanan ne kunu sika kra de etesempo ano anwea woye architect over 60 years of experience 60 years, an international consultant. Obia Nimiso Skapa, one of the richest architects we have in Ghana. Na se ene Obia Kotusika no kwa no yesi Anti-Money Laundering Act no. Wafum brano etino yenyinedi. Ene or resign here. It is ene sa na no bi. Ena sa asem si ya. Ene it is only fair. Say employer Mahama. Maninsi nchen ye mfa hwehwe mu mra. Because nya che no kra so mo kra ye ntua o moka. Ene ne o manya sika ayesa dwumadie nyina. Na ade ba ko a na se film so dwumadie nyina ho ne se achopa de ye. Achopa ye pa obi fomu a na opo acho a anuafo na mo de ache. Na eno nche se ofum mra na o se wa pa acho ni ama ko. Na no A+ ni Attorney General. Attorney General baba be ka kire se ono de A+ ya ono ni be di efi mu agro. Na ateche mu agro de na de tete no. To ono de obetumi atete ateche de aye no ho. Na why na si Attorney General na ye peso atete ateche de ye no ho. Enuafo mo ha minyini se mo be pese ya Attorney General no onware wa ateche mu. Onware ofin mu. Ontiti finya ne ho. Wo hwe constitution medical kan. Se wo hwe ne dwumadi ne yakase pa. Ono na ye lawyer ni pani ejina ho ma Ghana ban. Ono na ye lawyer ni pani kase pa ejina ho ma Ghana ban. Na se lawyer ni pani kase ya ka tro se wo wakwa akwaji sika 500,000 ademude de baba be ma appointment committee parliament se ne be ya we go through parliament. And you see, kona ko sign wuti fa court house there be court na dia obeko. Atinte huro be ne tua wo tunti a wuntimi hwere ntreja. De nti na wuntimi nko because e bia wo de A+ ko a ba ono so wa be kana sem. Enti wo se ne wonko. Nanso no wodi nkofo bi kokoto sa ade akwa edu a de bowi se wo ye kronfo wo no keta ase hye ne proye adware wo wakwa akwaji sika de abrem na hye bedwefo no wo nso no wodi nkofo bi pese wo de kokota wo nso na wo se se wo charge omo for corruption. But one so no yede BBC ato so. Yewura Mahama say one me anya san hwehwemu ye wi ane sisi a Attorney General anamo a obi adwemu ni say ya Attorney General odware atechemu. Ya Attorney General oye kronfo. Ya Attorney General wakwaja demude. Ya Attorney General ena ekono de bia bon siniti ayekono sa no okọ san say adwen a yedi hu no. Enti o si etimi sign niti. O si etimi sign niti. Mi hu bi da sa to na no ubeka ya Yewura Godfrey Dame wo ho ana NDC fokofa tape bi omo akatekate no mo de sisi ani eno mo se Yewura Godfrey Dame ene jakwa edi nkomo eno kro mo frɛ no criminal ena nsen ya ozi ensamo mo kan no ebia o na wiase de wo ho wo wi ofo nsa no ahwe wo nsa no ofo no se nipa woni nipa nsa se eti wo wi ofo nsa no ahwe wo nsa. Because ansema na no mo kan ye a mo se Godfrey Dame edidi na tem sanse mo se oni obi akokasa no ene ya Attorney General de ono no yese wo ye kromfo yese wo ye wi yese wo kwakoji adamudie 500,000 Ghana cedis e de bre appointment committee in parliament tini yo ono no onfa nipa no court no nko sign it o se there be court den ade obekọ no nko se na daje wo me won so de bia court na wote e ho na odidie e ho na woda e ho esi akwa de office utu na no adu high court wo so wontimi fa nipa no nko court na o concentrate on me wa nipa na gu hu fin waka asem tia wo be ka asem so a wo se A+ ni be kire yen ade a oni mu fa NSS mo ono na emba be kire yen Attorney General wona tumi nyina ekura wo Ghana nyira no tumi kura wo so wona wo de obedi yen se ma ye obe yen na yen konko busa A+. Now where from this pension for any as a media trial na ya the media for aba ne kan sem a enim Attorney General no kwasem nie wagu ne hu fin Attorney General enkasa saa unim wodwumadi e wo constitution ya nya de saa asem nso a ye de ato ne tiri so no wonhwe no nsan ne ti Yewura Mahama asodie kese mienu eda wo so nie wa code of conduct a wo de baaye ene ehu nsem no ne epie bani ebiem ade ba kwa ya se hu ne se ene NDC eba omo ya appointment bebre a omo bu o man no na ye wo omo ano omo ye NDC national officers be regional officers impo even constituency officers ene ya pa omo e wa ban mu na ado danko Akufo-Addo etwa asebi to ho mo be kai 2017 na ado danko Akufo-Addo in consultation with the National Executive Committee of the party e de enhye bi ba say obi bia ya fa wo adwumam e wa ban mu na wo sai kura party de bre no jaito obi bia jaito ho eno no ade eboa ne se e manipa no nya adwempo Emma ordinary esi adwuma a oye no so no ahe ne ye eboa ma amamuo pa edadi etu wahwa enei me boss oye current general secretary no ya Central Regional Youth Organizer obeye why CEO no resign here and deputy Bashir no resign here regional ministers ahodo bebre omba enya honorable architect of blessed memory or resigning from Greater Accra region chairman Amewu resign here honorable Asumacheme resign here all over obia resign here me ebra ye elected me as national youth organizer na me deputy executive director NSS awa am resigning here and then ye kam yakwa any say yet the NDC headquarters na wa dabraka no ya peja ne de akwa si Jubilee House and it is dangerous for good governance. Etienne offer national youth organizer ono ye minister manenye na djuma on resign ni deputies nyina ba ko NYA Osman Ayarega Ruth ewo NSS omoda so ho Basintali odaso waye yeru akodua wa occupy position in pen oye ya resign as a regional youth organizer wa Ashanti region I don't know that's award post yeru manebo ama odaso director of elections me was say minister of defense over regions ni ma bebre in fact regional secretary no on northern region on ewo Alhaji Loto on ewo NLA bebre all over Elikem Kotoko Yaira Koku no your IT director and then NIA Eric Omunyina no mukuta positions. What we are calling on the president to do is and they would the code of conduct for appointees aba say omonye impartial and it's a conflict of interest biaba etino omo a wapa womo no eye wapa omo a sha omo no resign senya nanado danko Akufo-Addo year 2017 ema omo a wa appoint omo nyina no resign ye no momo so resign no mo focus on governance. Nti ebe say Mahama we no boa ema Ghana no yekoye nim nti ene se efrem ba ya na adetitu nti efrem ba nyame nhira mo obesa tie nka bi